What's going on, everybody? Figure4Arcade. So, we are going to do Raw and Smackdown reviews. Next week, we're going to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, a little different
because we figured, we've been realizing that we're covering a lot of WWE. And there's a lot of other things that are going on. Mm-hmm. The road to All Out.
A lot of the
G1 Supercard.
Not Supercard.
What is it called? G1 Super.
G1. The G1 Climax.
G1
finish.
Climax.
A lot of stuff happened over there, especially with Shibata and Kenta. So there's a lot of stuff going on over there in Japan right now. Just a lot of stuff that we think we can cover, and that we should have been able to cover, but because of the amount of time it takes to
the amount of WWE,
and I really don't think WWE deserves a lot of the spotlight in this channel.
No. So
even though they're doing good right now, they're doing good. They're coming up from
the ashes.
From the ashes, and I'll give it about a month or a couple weeks until they run that shit back down to the ground,
which will be really upsetting, unless SmackDown really kicks off, because they're going to Fox.
What next?
October 4th is their first show, which is ironic because October 2nd. Is All Out. I'm sorry. Is All Elite Wrestling.
All Elite.
Yep. And then they think WWE. There's a rumor that WWE's NXT is going to go to FS1, and that's going to play on Wednesdays.
I don't think that's a rumor anymore.
You think it's?
I don't think it's a rumor anymore.
I don't know. I haven't found out any information about it, so I'll find out more information about that and get to you next week.
Yeah. Last time I read, it was like. I thought they were going to FS1,
like a contract.
No, it's been decided already, from what I've been reading online, that they changed a lot of,
which would be a lot of fun because I did watch Takeover and that was phenomenal.
I really want to talk about Takeover, so let's just run through. Let's Raw.
Let's get to that Raw review.
Let's get. So this is the last episode we're going to be reviewing
a full review
of Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll cover a lot more other stuff. So
absolutely.
So let's just get to it. They're still in Toronto.
Yes. Because they've done this before. Yeah.
Where they stayed.
It's I remember one WrestleMania they did in Orlando.
Oh, and they were here
and then the next week they were in Orlando.
Well, we gotta figure out
on Monday.
A good part of that roster actually lives in Orlando.
Yeah. So. And then I remember that was the day Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker. The Undertaker put his jacket and his hat in the ring, and then everybody chanted "asshole, asshole" to
Roman.
To Roman.
I mean, I don't know why Undertaker needs to retire.
Yes, he does. He's ancient.
We have the Fiend now, okay?
God willing, he stays.
So apparently there's
a rumor going around that they're gonna squash the Fiend.
That's been disproved. That's already been Debunked. Thank you. Debunked.
I think they're getting rid of. You said earlier the Lantern.
Yeah, I think it was Monday. When they were on Raw's episode, they edited.
Yeah.
They edited out
like the 3 minute. I think it was like a 3 minute entrance that they actually posted on YouTube,
and then they edited
it down to 56 seconds.
To 56 seconds because of the head.
Because
of the headlamp thing, and I'm just like, that's...
You know how Bray Wyatt always came out with a headlamp? Well, this one actually had like a severed head on it, and the mouth was actually the light.
Yeah, so
it looked so dope.
It's supposed to be the severed head of the original Bray Wyatt, the one who was sent to the...
You mean Husky Harris?
No, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
But what was it called? Like Lake of Reincarnation, some crazy thing.
Oh yeah.
That whole fight they had with Matt Hardy a while back.
Matt Hardy.
No, yeah, it's supposed to be like the head in the shape of old Bray Wyatt, and eyes sewn shut, and the lamp inside his mouth, which is pretty cool. I don't really like hardcore stuff like that, but I'm coming around to it, and
I liked it.
It's metal as fuck.
I thought it was really, really cool.
It's really metal. But they edited out the whole thing.
Yeah, they did.
For just...
Well, because it's PG.
I don't know. Like, their excuse was... So, they're gonna use Bray Wyatt as more of a... Just like how they used the Demon for Finn Balor as like a special occasion thing. So when they, like... I just read that today where like they're gonna use the Fiend for that, like in that purpose, in that light, and I'm just like,
yeah, I don't want that. I want the Fiend all the time.
I'm a bit upset about it because I want to see more Fiend. I don't want to have to wait and go through more. As much as the Funhouse promos are funny and really good, actually. I want to see some more Fiend action.
Yeah, because it was great. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, other than just pay-per-views or special occasions, which I'm assuming the special occasions are just pay-per-view centric only.
Yeah.
So,
or Finn Balor only uses the Demon when he really, really needs to.
Yeah. So like their whole thing is that they're gonna just not use the head on television, but they're gonna use the headlamp for
pay-per-views.
No, for his merchandise. The rumor for that one is that they're gonna
T-shirts.
No, like actual replicas of the headlamp. They're gonna sell it.
That's so weird.
I think that's weird.
WWE is just contradicting themselves.
I mean, I can't say that's weird because I did pre-order collector's edition of Death Stranding that comes with a tank with a baby inside of it and it lights up.
Okay.
So I kind of want the lamp now. I just kind of convinced myself.
Just now.
So, but like, yeah, that's what they're gonna do with the head. They're gonna use it for merchandising for all his toys and things like that, and like actually sell replicas of the lamp. And I'm like, that's cool, but like, if you're gonna do that, then why edit it out of videos? But whatever.
I'm gonna use it for my daughter's nightlight.
But I really laughed because they said we noticed that because the entrance the Fiend had at SummerSlam was the best I've ever seen.
His outro, his exiting the ring, that was so cool.
Yes, his intro and outro.
Yeah,
it's probably like the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
so far. Especially from like finally getting a good boogeyman in the WWE.
So if you didn't see it, he obviously won against Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So when he did that, the ring went black. The arena went black.
The arena went black.
And you heard the Bray Wyatt laugh. And then the lights went on, spotlight went on him, and he was on the walkway, and that blaring music hit, and then it flashed, and then he left.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't see him leave. He just stared at the ring. That was it.
but they the officials are saying that they think the Fiend was a little too creepy for viewers or whatever. But I'm just like, I'm pretty sure I'm reading that. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm quoting it wrong. But when I read it, I was just like, that's ridiculous. Like, everybody that I like, as soon as that thing popped up on TV, I went straight to Twitter and everybody was just popping off for it. So I'm just like, everybody likes it because of its creep factor. Mm-hmm. It's not they don't dislike it because of the creep factor. They like it because of the creep factor. That's your boogeyman, WWE. That's your boogeyman right there. That's your new Undertaker. That's your new Kane.
Yeah,
there's no need to bring them back. I want to see something new. I'm tired of seeing
something fresh.
I'm tired of seeing the dead man having to wrestle his poor life away.
Yeah, I know. So, following SummerSlam, he's still in the lead with 20 points. I have 17 points. Again, these are accumulating. For what? We don't know. We're still deciding on that. Deciding, so maybe like one of us.
Well, we're probably gonna do like the worst game ever.
The worst playthrough.
The worst game ever. No, we gotta play through it.
A game.
Yeah.
I do have E.T. for the Atari.
Man, nobody will ever get through that.
That is considered the worst game in the world.
It is the worst game in the world. I wouldn't get through it.
We just gotta get an Atari. Well, probably what? Go till WrestleMania. What do you think?
What?
Accumulate points till WrestleMania, or like accumulate points till January. So it's like a yearly thing.
Oh, a year, so that we have to. So at the end of the year, we can do something.
We can
just start over again.
Scrap the points that we have and then move on to the next January.
I think, yeah.
What do you think? Or is it like every 6 months? Because January to January is kind of long.
We could probably do it like every other two.
Every two pay-per-views?
Every other.
Yeah, we'll talk about it some more.
Yeah, so
but we'll figure it out.
It's an idea.
Yeah.
It's an idea. I just really think punishment should be.
One of us plays through the worst game.
Yeah.
One of us plays through a game that the other chooses.
Okay.
How's that work?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I'm not throwing new stuff at you either.
No, it's okay. I'm going to throw indie stuff at you.
Not even indie stuff.
No, I'm going to throw indie stuff at you.
Oh, I mean, that's fine with me. I enjoy indie games.
Okay, good.
Some.
Exactly.
I just have a lot of old games I can throw at you.
Sounds good to me.
Like Dig Dug.
I love Dig Dug!
Can you get through it?
I've played it on my Xbox. I got through like 6 levels. And then I died. I do love Dig Dug. Galaga.
Right. He's playing Bubsy.
Bubsy?
He's playing Bubsy.
Galaga.
Nope, Bubsy. Nope, you're playing Bubsy.
What's that?
Don't worry about it. You're gonna find out soon enough. So Raw.
After that tangent.
Raw starts. We're still in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, crowd is kind of weird over there. So Seth comes out. Yay!
He's the new Universal Champion.
Yes.
That was one thing that you said Brock was going to win.
Did I?
Yeah. You said Brock was going to win. I got it right here.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember what I said. I said, like, I don't want him to win, but I'm pretty sure he's going to win.
Yeah.
So I was wrong about that. I'm glad Seth won. I'm glad I was wrong. I'm glad they actually decided to go with Seth again, but I just don't want to see Brock Lesnar.
I don't either at all.
If he's not gonna wrestle on the regular, if he's not gonna wrestle on the regular like he used to, to me that's automatically change the channel or mute.
Yep, go back to UFC.
No, not go back to that. Like, I don't hate Brock Lesnar. I just hate the idea of what they made Brock Lesnar into.
Mm-hmm.
and it's garbage. It's like what, a whole 2 years without a title?
Yeah,
on Raw. And I'm just
absolutely.
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Cumulative? Yeah, about two years.
Like about 2 years. Come on, man. So
the title belongs on Raw.
Yeah. So like, if Brock isn't gonna wrestle like he used to when he was first wrestling in WWE, I'd rather not see him in any feud or any kind of rivalry for any title.
But he's just a hired gun. He's a mercenary.
That's all. That's why I'm just. There's no point.
None
for him right now, other than just take a title. Like this last title reign wasn't too bad for Brock. I think we did see it on TV.
He was on TV for a little bit. Not too long.
So it was a bit better than his last couple runs. I'm just glad the whole money, boom box thing is over.
Are you saying that you didn't want to go to the Brock party?
I don't want to go to the Brock party. that whole thing was just.
That was all that was dumb.
It was cringe.
So Seth Rollins has a promo starting off.
Yep. Fresh, clean victory. Because the way he won last time was he kicked him in the nads.
He kicked him in the nads. He kicked him in the nards, and then curb stomp, and then it pictured it and just added 3 more curb stomps just for gratification. So yeah, clean victory over Brock Lesnar. Pretty much big applause. Everybody was cheering. I was cheering, almost crying. I did. I cheered. I jumped up and I was like, yeah.
But I watched it the next day because I was busy on Monday night, so I had to watch it the next day. So I was excited the next day. Then he just goes on to talk about that we, the fans, reminded him what it takes to become the Beast Slayer once again. All that, just kind of pumping himself up, pumping us up, pumping everybody up, and then lo and behold, the OC comes in. No, AJ Styles comes in.
Well, AJ and the OC.
And the OC, yeah. And the OC. Pretty much AJ Styles just challenged Seth Rollins to a champion versus champion match. I think that was the main event for the night.
That was the main event.
Right, then.
So the Street Profits are in the back doing a promo, and Sami Zayn comes up to them, and Sami Zayn says, "Guys, you guys are great. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are doing great. But listen, these people are going to drain the life out of you. So they're going to drain the soul out of you till you're nothing."
So here's a little something about this segment, about the Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe. So I think was it last week that they did it?
What?
Where they made Samoa Joe? No, I think it was Monday where they made Samoa Joe into a babyface purposely.
Yeah, that was last week.
That was last week.
Because last week when Roman Reigns jumped into the car, and
that was the week before.
Was it the week before? Okay.
Because if it was
it was that week. I don't remember which week it was.
No, it wasn't the same week.
Because then he called for help. He was like, "Somebody get an ambulance out here! Somebody get me a medic!" But so Sami Zayn is telling all of them this, and then the Street Profits are like, "Well, what about Samoa Joe?" And then he's like, "Samoa Joe? Are you kidding me? That baby face? Oh, you're such a bad guy." And then a few weeks ago, you were like, Roman Reigns, help my baby, help Roman Reigns.
That was this episode.
And then and then Samoa Joe was behind Sami Zayn the whole time.
That was funny. That was good. That whole interaction was funny. But this is the episode where they turned Joe for the night into a babyface.
I don't know because
no, they really did.
That promo that he cut.
Listen to me.
It doesn't make sense.
At the end of the match.
Yes.
This is what I'm saying.
That's what I don't understand.
This is what I'm about to say is gonna make sense about why he did. Well, not sense, just like sense in the fact that it's like, oh, really?
So Samoa Joe, so Sami Zayn, before you get to there,
okay,
Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe get a match. Samoa Joe wins in about 36 seconds when he puts in the Coquina clutch, and then Sami Zayn taps out and he's all red in the face. Then Joe cuts a promo.
He cuts a promo about it's like he took exception to what to people thinking he could ever have something to do with whatever attacks that happened with Roman or whatever, and so he was just like kind of not forgiving. So the thing was, they turned Joe into a baby face for that one part for this whole match until the very end, because they didn't want Sammy to get the pop.
What?
In Toronto.
Because
they were still in Toronto.
Yeah.
And Sammy's from Toronto.
Yeah, probably because he's he also did the AEW name drop.
I don't know about all that. I
don't think they're punishing him?
I'm sure they are still, but I'm not even worried about that. It's just the fact that they turned Joe into a babyface for literally a couple minutes or an hour. I don't even know how long. Just so that Sami Zayn, a heel right now, doesn't get the pop off at the arena.
Wow.
Because if you're this is gonna sound racist. I don't know if it's racist or not. If you're Canadian and you're a wrestler, you're gonna get the pop off, no matter what.
Especially in Canada.
In Canada, you're gonna get the pop off. So why they did it like this? That's why he did that promo at the end, was to turn back, was so that Joe can turn heel again at the end.
Oh, because at the end of the promo, he says, "I've forgiven Roman Reigns, but I will never forget you people."
Forgive you people, and it's just, I'm like, because everybody thought he was turning face. He was turning into a baby face, or he was turning into a face. That was the whole thing. That's why nobody was really like, everyone was just like confused to what the hell was going on. I was confused until he gave that promo, and I'm like, oh, so he's a heel again. And I'm like, okay, that was.
He's a babyface, then a heel.
Yeah, turned babyface to stop Sami Zayn from getting the pop off. So I'm just like, whatever, man. But the match wasn't bad though. Overall, it wasn't really bad.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was very quick.
It was a quick match.
It was quick. I still don't know what they're doing with what's his name? Just said Sami Zayn. I have no idea what they're doing with him.
God only knows.
I like you said, he's probably being punished for name dropping
AEW
or whatever. So who knows?
Which AEW just signed a new guy.
Who?
Orange Cassidy.
Ooh.
Yeah. We saw him at where was he? Fighter Fest.
Yeah, Fighter Fest. Yeah. I know.
He came in and really destroyed Tommy Dreamer. Remember? He gave him like 6 pathetic kicks. He just walked up and was like if this
Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer's in there. If this is Tommy.
Oh,
no, this was in Vegas.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is not Vegas. I'm like,
so
if Tommy Dreamer was in Vegas, I'd...
So he goes up to Tommy Dreamer, and if this is Tommy Dreamer's legs, he just goes...
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And then he backs up and he's like... and he kicks him in the legs again.
I'm surprised why it took him so long to sign him.
Oh, man, it was so funny.
He's great.
I watched that video like 4 or 5 times.
He's great.
It was so funny.
He's great. So then we go to Dolphy. I don't even want to talk about this match. This match was just...
We'll do it real quick. Dolph versus Ziggler. I'm sorry. Dolph versus Ziggler. That's the same guy. Dolph versus The Miz. The Miz won. Dolph cut another promo and was like, Miz, you don't understand. I don't know what you're doing.
Basically what happened at SummerSlam.
Basically what happened at SummerSlam.
But with The Miz.
And The Miz gave him a skull-crushing finale.
Like 2 or was it
1?
1 just
tapped him out with the figure 4.
Yeah,
and then yeah.
So yeah, I pointless.
Yeah, pointless.
That whole match, the whole segment, pointless. I really feel bad for Ziggler. I really do. I'm sorry, Ziggy.
Moving. Well, he did request his release.
Yeah. Did he for real?
Yes, he did.
What did he say? Because I saw it, I wasn't able to finish reading it.
He just requested his release to I think Triple H or on Twitter. I'm not 100% sure, but I know he did request his release.
Okay.
So we shall see if he gets it and where he goes.
So Ricochet versus Elias. So
Ricochet is awesome. He's really, really good. Ricochet defeated Elias. There was a botched Hurricane Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, botched Hurricane Rana.
And then a botched pin.
Yeah. So this match was just another pointless match. Mm-hmm. It's just like because they don't have anything for Ricochet, they don't have anything for Elias, except for playing
music.
Not with that and being a henchman, which he's really good at being.
Yeah,
a henchman for anybody who needs a henchman. Mm-hmm. Currently, Shane McMahon as his when we get to SmackDown, because I have a problem with this whole Shane McMahon storyline thing that happened on Tuesday, and I'm just like but yeah, this match was the botches kind of ruined the match a little bit, but I'm pretty sure like if it was
even the Toronto crowd was like, "Oh, you messed up! You messed up!"
There's Toronto people who y'all wild.
Y'all wild.
But like they got nothing going on for those guys, and like I think if it was any other day, I think Ricochet versus Elias would have been
really good.
Would have been probably better than what it was on Monday. So okay, this kind of upset me a little bit. The 2 out of 3 falls match with Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. 2 great wrestlers, especially Andrade. I mean, we can all talk about Rey Mysterio all we want, but we all know what Rey Mysterio is all about. 2 great wrestlers, and this match, this 2 out of 3 falls on Monday was sloppy to me. It was kind of the whole match was sloppy.
Yes,
it was really sloppy. Cause from the matches that we've seen out of these 2 already, it's been great. Mm-hmm. Some great stuff. For some reason, this match on Mondays was just kind of. I didn't really care for it, especially after the first pin was by cheating. Which first
pin was cheating. Second pin wasn't. But
but it got really wild. There was a couple botches. I think there was 2. I think there was a Hurricane Rana botch, and I think it was when Ray was gonna land a 619 on him. I think he botched. I'm not sure if it was that one or if it was something else. But whatever. So
what's his name? Andrade. Mm-hmm. Andrade won 2-0, and then cleaned it out.
Yeah.
And then
it just had potential. That the match always has potential.
But it's been done before. The 3 falls match between Andrade. Yeah.
And
on SmackDown.
And Ray? Mm-hmm. When was that?
A few months ago.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter anymore.
That doesn't matter anymore. I'm just saying that when they wrestle, no matter what it is, it's still good because they put up a good show. It's just that for some reason on Monday, it was really sloppy.
Yeah.
It was really sloppy.
I don't know. Maybe they were tired.
But I don't know. But we'll see what happens with these guys.
Guys,
I'm really interested in what they do with Andrade. He needs to be champion. That's all I gotta say.
Guys, King of the Ring is coming back. King of the Ring is coming back.
I'm happy because it's back. I'm upset that the person who's been advocating for it isn't even in it. Xavier Woods.
Really?
The travesty. This man has been egging on about bringing in freaking King of the Ring back. Bringing it back. And they don't even have him. They don't have him in there.
That's messed up.
I'm upset. I'm upset. I don't know why he's not upset. I'm upset. I've been watching this man Xavier Woods almost just about every day, every month, every year, every day, every month.
That's love.
Month. And he's not even in it.
So but you know who is in it? Drew McIntyre.
I don't care.
They had a qualifying match. I think that's what.
That's what
Cole
the Cedric
said,
Alexander versus Drew McIntyre.
I think that's what.
Is that what that was?
I think that's what Cole said. Yeah.
Is that what that match was?
I think so. So it was Cedric Alexander versus Drew McIntyre, and whoever won went to the King of the Ring tournament, and McIntyre won.
Okay.
Wow.
Hold on.
This next match.
Hold on. So, before we do that, let me let it. Do I even have thoughts about this match? No. Okay.
No.
I don't really have. It was just the Drew McIntyre and Alexander Cedric Alexander was just a really good match. They've had I think it's been up and down past couple days, couple weeks when they fight each other. But I think but Drew McIntyre really sells for Cedric.
Oh yeah,
like he gave a lot of opportunities for Cedric to shine in that whole match, and
even though Drew is a monster,
he's a monster. I just don't like his character in WWE. I don't know. It's just I need more than what he's giving me. Other than that, like Cedric is a great athlete, and Drew McIntyre is just a monster. So
this next match, I didn't know that they were still. I didn't know Bobby Roode was still here. So it was Bobby Roode versus No Way Jose. Bobby Roode was the NXT champion for like 300 plus days. What? You're not doing anything with him. He's so charismatic. He's good on a promo. Roode won. Hopefully it's a pop.
It's
for Roode.
It's nothing. It's a complete bust.
Talk.
There's nothing about that match that was important. Just because Bobby Roode was in it, trust me,
Isn't Bobby Roode Canadian?
Not that I know of. I don't know. I'm not too worried about their.
Because if they're still in Canada.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't get a. I don't know. I just remember that this match was just like, why?
Yeah.
Why is it on here? Why am I watching it? Is there going to be any kind of push for these characters? It was just basically they still work here match.
Yeah, he's from Scarborough, Canada. That's the only reason. That is the only reason he was on this show.
Yeah. So that
as much as that match was a joke, the next one to me was a joke.
What even happened in this? I missed the whole altercation between this. The
Lucha House Party is going against the Revival.
Okay. So I was watching the match. I just don't remember who won that match.
Nobody.
Nobody won, right?
R-Truth comes out. They start beating up R-Truth. The Revival give him the... What's their finisher? What's the finisher? The Revival's finisher?
Heart
attack?
Heart attack.
Deliver a heart, yeah. So it's called the heart attack. Yeah, so they give R-Truth a heart attack, and then Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder pin him, and they win the 24/7 championship.
They're co 24/7 champions.
El Dorado gives hits. I think it was Dash Wilder. And then he goes down, and then they roll out of the ring. Carmella grabs R-Truth, pulls him over to Dash Wilder. He pins Dash Wilder, and then they win. He wins the 24/7 championship for a 12th time. Carmella and him run to the back. They get lost. They lose everybody, so nobody's there. Elias hits him with a guitar, pins him. Elias leaves Toronto with the 24/7 championship. Natalia comes out to have a promo, and she's talking about how the disarmer hurts and it's not good, and she needs to go get surgery, or she needs to go get an x-ray done because she dislocated her elbow. And then guess whose music hits?
Sasha
Banks.
So she just kind of comes out, whatever, hugs her, and then and then just kind of elbows her, and then
in the face,
and then just beats her up, and then Becky comes out trying to, I guess, defend Natalia, but I doubt the man would ever do such a thing.
Becky went to Becky had a promo earlier in the night and said that anybody who's wronged her, she's going to come after.
Yeah,
so
pretty much receipts.
Yeah,
you guys.
So
they have receipts.
I guess Becky Lynch wronged her. I guess Sasha Banks wronged her, and she kept mental note of it. So, that's why she went to go attack Sasha.
Did she say this in?
I think so.
After the show?
No. No, she didn't.
Is that what you think?
No, I think no. Actually, no. She posted on Twitter. Something about that's the reason why.
The only thing I saw from her Twitter was when she's like, it was before.
No.
It was before all this. She's like, something about everybody is like, I'm coming for those receipts or something like that. Basically everybody. She's just coming for everybody. That's what she just said.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's what it was.
So it was before that. So this was before. So there's no real reason. I don't even know why she came out there. I think she just came out there to go help, stop Nat getting beat up on, because they had a good match the night before, whatever. So, but that happened, and then I cannot believe that a wrestler just comes back and just completely dominates. And
two women,
especially the one who's the champion. I mean, but I see.
But she did have an equalizer. She did have a chair.
Yeah, just true. So she did get a chair. She hit Becky with it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was it. She has blue hair now.
She does have blue hair.
Is it blue or purple?
It's purple.
It's like mix of, like, it looks like both, like violet.
Looks really, really nice.
But yeah, Sasha's back, so we'll see what they'll do to ruin that too.
So
I completely did not see this because I already knew what it was.
The
War Raider,
Viking Raiders.
The Viking Raiders.
The Viking Raiders squash match. Guess who won? Moving on. I hate squash matches. The women's tag team titles
were defended. This was actually pretty good.
The Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss versus
the Kabuki Warriors. It was
okay. It was good
fight.
It was good.
It was a good match.
There was some botched spots on here too. Not Io. What's her name? Kairi Sane. So she had a few botched spots.
Aside from the match being good, I am still upset that
they're not in singles competition.
No, that Asuka's
a joke.
She's not a joke. It's just that from NXT to her main roster jump is just like they're not doing anything with her.
No.
Their use of Asuka has just been horrendous. She loses to freaking Charlotte at WrestleMania. She could. And then the same thing with Saint.
Very emotional.
I just really think Asuka deserves better.
Oh, I agree.
On the main roster.
Asuka she did AEW confirmed.
Yeah, right. AEW already has a great roster of women coming up right now.
Oh yeah.
Especially a bunch of female wrestlers from Japan coming.
You know what I didn't know? The Baker, the dentist. What's her name?
The dentist?
Yeah, Britt Baker.
Not the dentist.
Yeah, that's what she's.
The librarian.
No, there's one Britt Baker. She's a dentist.
Wait, hold on.
She was in Fight. She was in Fight for the Fallen. The tag team match.
Dentist.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not the librarian?
No, I'm 100% sure.
The dentist.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm surprised. Yes, I'm 100% sure.
Are you sure it's the dentist?
I'm 100%. 100%. I'm going to research this right now. Research this right now.
Who's the...
Britt Baker. See?
It's real life practicing dentist. She is
a real dentist, yes.
But she's the librarian girl.
No, that's not the librarian girl.
Then who's their I'm gonna be mad if I'm right.
You're not right.
Oh, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, no, yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right.
No, you're right. I was
That's
confused.
Britt Baker.
I got the both of them confused. So yeah,
she is a dentist.
Okay.
She went and practiced dentistry.
Okay.
You know who's her boyfriend? Adam Cole.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't know that. I thought that was really, really interesting.
I knew that. I did.
You knew that, and you dunce.
Moving on.
Oh my god.
So yeah, man, that I need some justice for Asuka, but I do love the chemistry between Asuka and Kairi Sane. They have great chemistry as a team. So I honestly and Bliss and Nikki Cross though. Pretty good tag team.
Yeah.
They really work well together when it comes to that ring. So I honestly think that now that the women's tag team titles are in good hands, I think these four ladies are gonna be are going to lead the charge
for the titles.
In that division for the women's tag team.
Gotcha.
The division. So, and that's like I think the thing that they're lacking most of is women, is their female wrestlers, because Alicia Fox is
done.
I think she's done too. But she's still employed with WWE. I don't know what the hell she's done. Last I heard, she just got in trouble.
Oh dear God.
For being drunk, intoxicated somewhere. I forgot the whole story. It was just basically she's just wasting space right now.
So is Shelton Benjamin.
No, he's gonna be competing at the.
He is the King of the Ring, and he's so excited. I love.
And he's Benjamin. A great performer. So
love Shelton Benjamin.
Do not speak ill.
I love Shelton Benjamin, but they're not
the gold
using
standard.
Him.
Okay,
they're not using it. That's the thing that upsets me. So, our final was the champion versus champion. The most exciting thing, because they set it up throughout Raw the whole night.
It wasn't exciting. I didn't think.
No, it wasn't exciting. But I'm saying they tried to get it exciting because they set it up. Are you trying to
sell a story? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. Universal versus United States. You know what happened? Disqualification.
So,
gosh, damn it, WWE. Why do you gotta ruin a good thing?
I wouldn't really.
Like Kofi and Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
Damn it.
So, because I'm having problems with that feud too. This, I think they would save their best stuff, their best moves, the best match, pretty much for
what?
Like a pay-per-view for Clash of Champions, like we're getting in a couple
5 weeks, yeah. 4 weeks now. No, 5 weeks from Sunday.
So I expect some big things if this rivalry is going to keep continuing.
Oh, and then this month we have, in 14 days, we have All Out.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So our new format is going to accommodate all of that. So
yes.
So.
Plus, are we going to do our predictions on that too?
Yeah, just to get out of the way. We don't have to do separate videos. I think having separate videos for predictions and just talking is a little much.
Yeah.
So we just keep it all in one. If it's an hour, it's an hour.
For the predictions?
No, for the whole video.
A review and predictions? Oh, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. So,
so
this match was meh. I mean, it started off okay.
It was okay, a lot of stuff. I don't think it was meant to be like an actual main event. It was more for story building purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Building up the rivalry between AJ Rollins, AJ the OC, and Rollins.
Mm-hmm. But I do smell a 6-man tag coming.
Oh yeah, next week I'm pretty sure. Because as soon as they got disqualified, they just beat up on Rollins, and then like Ricochet comes out, tries to help him. He gets his ass, like he was doing good, and then he gets destroyed, and then Braun comes out and just clears,
lays out the OC,
lays them all out, and they all just kind of like stand in the ring, kind of end of the episode, end of night kind of deal thing.
So what would you rate it? How many King's Crowns?
King's Crowns.
Well, since it's King of the Ring.
King's Crowns. I give it 4.5.
Wow.
4.5.
Yeah. See, with 2 botched spots on 4 botched spots on 2 different matches. The what the hell match between Bobby Roode and
actually, yeah, no, I'll give it a 4. I'll give it just a 4 because it was because we still got clean matches out of the women's tag team division. So that just kind of. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
See, I was gonna give it 3.
4 out of 5 crispy crowns.
Crispy crowns. I'm gonna give it 3. Because I was pretty disappointed.
Okay. SmackDown though, on the other hand,
let's get into SmackDown. So SmackDown.
Okay. I have a big bone to pick with this storyline with Shane and Kevin Owens.
Shane McMahon needs to go away. It's like Brock Lesnar. He just needs to go away.
I think Shane works better when it's him and his whole family. But that was back in the day. That was like Attitude Era and going forward, and it's not the same anymore. My problem is when they use fines as a means to push a story. Oh my God, they got fined $100,000 of fake money, of a fake fine. And when you use it as a device to move a story further, it's
that's stupid.
It's stupid. Like kayfabe,
why?
Everything, like it's like the line between reality and fiction just kind of gets blurred, and it's just not blurred, but kind of gets like
skewed. Let it skew.
Yeah, skewed, and you're just like, now I'm not into this anymore because, oh my God, it's 100, especially for what, laying his hands on an official. Yeah, which
I've seen like $10,000. I've seen like $50,000. But $100,000? That's just because you don't like the man and you lost at SummerSlam.
And I know that's the whole purpose of the story, and it did its job. Kevin Owens managed to sell the fine like no other person I've ever seen do.
My family needs that money.
Yet again, it's cool. It's. Kevin is doing something, but Shane, the whole, that whole segment just left no impact. After the segment, I came out of it cringe. I felt cringe,
or disappointment.
I was just really disappointment. Just this feud needs to end, and if you're gonna still utilize, to go away. No, he's fine. It's just if you're gonna utilize Shane, he has a lot of potential for it as a heel. He's good at it. Is just the content that they give him is just bad, especially the stuff between him. Because when he feuded with Kevin Owens a year back, wow, that was good.
That was really good.
That was good.
Kevin Owens putting Shane McMahon's head through a windshield.
Freaking Sami Zayn moving Kevin Owens from the table, from the announce table at Hell in a Cell. It's good stuff. Now we're getting, I'm gonna fine you because you touched the light, so it was an official. If that's true, then you might as well just fine everybody up and now. What I'm really mad at though is what happens at the end of the night for the main event. That kind of really makes me hate how fines and officials work.
We'll get there.
Well, we'll get there.
Really, really soon, because there's only 4 matches on this card. 4 matches.
That's true.
In 2 hours.
Was it 2? No. SmackDown is 1 hour.
SmackDown is 2 hours.
Is it 2?
Starts at 8 o'clock and ends at 10.
4 matches in 2 hours.
Sad. Really sad. Because Raw... Let me go back to that real quick. Raw, which is 3 hours, had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, I wouldn't count that.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9 matches in 3 hours. So SmackDown only had 4 in 2 hours. Okay. What happened?
If you don't count the R-Truth revival,
it'd be 10.
That would be 10. But if you don't count it, it's 9.
Yeah. Yeah. So something happened in SmackDown. I don't know what. 4 matches in 2 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. So we got
our first match of the night
is
Charlotte Flair
versus Ember Moon. I was a bit iffy about this match, but it turned out pretty good actually. They went all out. I was surprised they worked really well together.
Mm-hmm.
Ember, Moon, Moon and Flair.
Yeah. Yeah, they went all out like Io Shirai and
Candice LeRae.
That
was a good match. Oh my god.
They just wanted to break each other's
I really want to watch that takeover again. A lot of people kind of mixed with this takeover, but I think it was probably one of the best takeovers I've ever seen, especially that triple threat. Ooh, I gotta watch it again. And then, but yeah, man, the match was really good. I really don't think they're pushing Moon though, which is sad.
Yeah, I agree. I really like Ember Moon.
Yeah, I love Ember Moon.
Again, another NXT champion. Another NXT Women's Champion for a long time. They're not doing anything with her. She's a B WWE women's wrestler. They think she's a B-rated, but she is phenomenal. She is phenomenal when she's
fucking great. It's just that when creative thinks they don't have anything for them, is that they don't have anything for anybody. Because let's be real, WWE creative, it's not that creative.
No.
They're not that creative
because they have those 5 or 6 people that they always constantly rotate the title through.
And then it's been like that for like past year, 2 years actually. I haven't seen anybody new become champion other than Finn Balor was really the only legitimate last real Finn Balor when he won the Universal a couple years back.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
When
he won Intercontinental. But again, the Intercontinental wasn't even on the card for SummerSlam.
Nope. That wasn't on the card. Neither was the United States.
Or the tag teams.
So it's kind of fair.
Hey, I'm excited for Clash of Champions.
But Shinsuke really deserved the WWE title. Rusev, where's Rusev? I think Rusev and Lana are leaving. I think they're leaving.
Rusev to AEW confirmed.
Dude, everybody's saying that.
Rusev Day.
He really deserves a title run. He really deserves not a main title run. And it's just a travesty that
oh my gosh, he was so over.
He was. Rusev Day was so over.
Oh my god! And then they just squashed it. Once he turned heel, done.
He was always heel.
No. He was babyface for a little bit.
No, Rusev Day wasn't even. No, I don't think he was even a babyface.
A little bit.
If anything, he was like neutral, but he was never a babyface.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, he was never a babyface.
D&D reference.
I think his entire run has been a heel.
I don't think.
Oh so. No, actually, he did because the group Rusev Day turned not babyface, but they turned face.
Yeah, with Aiden English.
Yeah, with Aiden English. Yeah. Because they were a heel at first when they started Rusev Day.
But then once Lana came back into the picture, that's when Rusev Day started to grow heel.
Yeah. No, they were a heel.
No, not
when they first formed. They were a heel. Lana was with them the entire time.
Yes, and then Lana went away because they wanted to do stuff with her for the women's stuff, and then she came back, and when she came back, they went back to heel. Because when she left, they went to face.
They didn't go heel.
Yeah, they did.
No,
because then Rusev beat up Aiden English, and then he beat up Aiden English a few times.
Aiden English became heel. Rusev and Lana were still faces.
Okay.
So, but yeah, man, like Rusev deserves a main title run.
Absolutely.
I agree. It's just a shame that they have all this talent and they're not doing anything with the talent. This match. Let me talk about this match.
Go for it.
This match.
This was Roman Reigns versus the best kept secret,
Buddy Murphy. So, this whole match, the whole reason even Buddy Murphy is in this storyline at all was a mistake. A mistake from, I think, from last week, from 2 weeks ago, that everybody started noticing when Romans was walking away from the whole thing of falling down.
When he
was walking away, whatever, and it showed, and Buddy Murphy happened to walk into the shot.
But he wasn't supposed to be there.
He wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah, this whole thing has nothing to do with him in it. But because of how the fans were reacting to it and things like that, they put him a part of it in the next episode, in the next week's episode, where he tells Roman it was Roman that did it or whatever. So he's kind of just like fans are really liking this. There you go. like the one time that they do something right, they actually the fans really like this. So it's okay. One of the rarest moments of when WWE actually listens.
They actually listen to the.
Because we weren't asking for him to go be put into the thing, but just the fact that they paid attention to that little detail and they noticed that we wouldn't shut up about it.
And then because we really wanted to see him. I mean, he was in 205 Live. He was a phenomenal cruiserweight champion.
He was great.
And they pulled him up in April. And never used him. But
here's the reason why. And this is straight from Buddy Murphy himself.
From the horse's mouth.
Himself, he said that the reason that it took so long was a strategic move on his part as well. Because he was just coming out of 205 Live before he can even wrestle with the big guys in the main roster. He wanted to gain more.
He wanted to gain more muscles.
Yeah, he just wanted to grow more in body size. So, and it paid off because next to Roman Reigns, he wasn't.
No, he did a really damn good job.
He did a really good job. He looked the part. He was.
I mean, he even took a Superman punch and kicked out.
He kicked out.
He reversed a spear.
No,
he got out.
No, he didn't know. But once the spear hits, you're done. No, he didn't. No, he didn't reverse the spear. He avoided a spear.
Yeah, he avoided it.
He avoided it. He didn't reverse it. He avoided it the first time, and then.
That's what I meant to say.
But wow, I'm not a big fan of this storyline, just for the mere fact that.
But hey, it's new.
It's
fresh.
Not new. It's not.
It is because
it's not.
It's somebody new.
Pete.
It's somebody new versus Roman Reigns.
Pete.
It's new.
Have you forgotten that Vince McMahon was blown up inside his limo?
Yeah.
Did you forget that?
No, I knew. What?
It is. This storyline is not the first. It's not original, and it's not.
No, what I'm saying is
it's not fresh.
No. Not the storyline. I meant the match.
Oh, the match.
The match is new.
Okay.
The match
is new. Yeah, the match. Everything about this match was just great. They both were firing on all cylinders. Roman Reigns gave Buddy Murphy a lot of opportunities to shine, and he shined so bright.
Mm-hmm.
This man, if WWE is not gonna do anything else with this man. Shame on you. Because this whole match was just so good. It also added just another kind of level to the story that they're trying to tell. Because the story literally just only got better when they finally introduced Daniel Bryan into it all. Mm-hmm. And how he interrogated Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was just like, Bryan is a good heel. Bryan.
Yeah.
Bryan.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Bryan is a good heel. He just does it so well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a great match, great segments to the story. So we're past all the fake accidents, all the BS news polls, whatever the hell they were doing at the beginning, trying to make it real, but whatever. But I really think it works now because the addition of that Daniel Bryan and Buddy Murphy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so, the promo they cut before the match.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So I'm really buying more into it now. I see Roman Reigns' character as in a better light now. He did stuff in this match.
Mm-hmm.
He did stuff. He did stuff.
He did stuff.
He didn't do it. He wasn't John Cena.
Yeah.
He wasn't John Cena in this match.
Thank God.
So, it was match of the night. It was match of the night.
Round of applause.
It was match of the night. Then after that, we have Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe. Talk about a dud.
Good night.
This is what I was talking about. This is what I wanted to talk about. So backstage, whatever, Samoa Joe went to the office after Kevin Owens threw the chair or the stool at the TV in Shane McMahon's office. Samoa Joe comes in, whatever, they do the whole spiel how, Samoa Joe's like, Shane says somebody needs to teach Kevin Owens a lesson or whatever. So Samoa Joe's like, I'll teach Kevin Owens a lesson, kind of deal thing. They go back and forth, and then that's when Shane sets up the match, Samoa Joe. Then when it comes back to TV, he sets it up. There's
Elias's guest enforcer.
So this not a guest enforcer. Is it a guest enforcer?
Yeah.
Enforcer. It's not an official. An enforcer.
Mm-hmm.
And so his thing is like he's wearing the referee shirt, whatever. So I guess it makes him an official. I guess I could wear any WWE referee shirt and just walk him to a ring. I'm an official.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever.
I'm officially official.
So I think this match could have been way more better if it didn't finish the way it did.
Mm-hmm. So
with another interruption from Elias,
yep,
the official, when he was pinning Samoa Joe, he had him clean. He had him clean. Mm-hmm. He slipped out of the Coquina clutch and hit him with a power bomb.
And then the ref was counting 1, 2, 3.
Elias rips him off.
Rips off the ref.
And I was already done. As soon as I saw Elias, I was like, this is done. I
don't care.
I'm done. This whole thing. And then
Joe rolls up.
Joe rolls him up, whatever. And
Joe wins.
There was something that happened after this. It was just something about this match with Joe. It's not about the unfairness of the whole Shane McMahon thing. It's it's really crappy to use officials and fines. Using officials and fines.
Yeah. Those are bad. Those are bad for TV.
I just have really. I just hate that. I hate it. It ruins matches.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a cheater. He cheats. I'm like, I don't care. It ruins the match. The match is going good. Like certain match in SummerSlam that was going really well, and then they ruin it. They ruin it. They ruin it with a crap finish. Like, you can hear it too in the crowd. You can hear it too in the crowd. Bullshit.
He's talking about the Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton. If you didn't see it, the match ended in a disqualification with both, not disqualification, but both of them got counted out.
Yeah, they both got counted out.
And then, why not just have Kofi win?
And then proceed to use a very tired, non-original story line, or like a point in the storyline. Family.
Yeah, Kofi's family was there. Randy was beating him up, and then Randy just looked at Kofi's family while they were outside, and that's when the ref counted out 10. And then Kofi freaks and hits him a bunch of times, and then goes and hits him with a kendo stick a bunch of times, breaks the kendo stick on his back.
I'm done with that. I don't
Why?
Even that.
Why not just have Kofi Kingston win? Just have him win. Have him beat up Randy. Have him win. That way, you give credibility to Kofi, and Randy still, is Randy. He's still awesome, and the feud goes on. This was just stupid. It was a dud. It was absolutely.
I would have understood if Randy was the one who got disqualified. I'd understand, because he'd be getting furious. He's never fought this Kofi before. This is a new Kofi.
Yeah.
Never fought
he hears
Kofi
voices
before.
In his head, so you grab the kendo stick. And you go crazy.
Or the chair. It's just anything. Chair. And he disqualifies himself, which in turn leaves Kofi intact with his title, and the feud still continues without the factor of the whole family's storyline BS.
Yeah.
I hate that. They've done that last year with Samoa Joe and AJ. It was not good.
No.
It was bad. Randy has done it before too, with John Cena and God knows how many other wrestlers.
Look at the Miz dad.
That was funny though.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
It's the same family. It's still the same thing. I don't get why they like doing this. They really like the whole family thing with WWE. It's not good. It completely kills a feud dead. Like, I'm completely disinterested now in this Kofi versus Randy feud. I'm completely disinterested. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are disinterested in this feud now.
Yeah.
As soon as this happened,
disappointed.
I'm very disappointed. I'm like, you guys just completely ruined your own champion, and you completely ruined Randy
Orton.
I wouldn't say completely ruined Randy Orton, but just ruined everything that was exciting about this. I'm like, if you had to absolutely DQ, could have just DQ'd Randy Orton. Could have just had Randy Orton DQ himself because he used a chair or the candlestick because he was angry. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Not because they're outside and his family's right there. It just happens to be right there. I don't buy it. I don't buy into it, and it's garbage.
It is garbage.
It's garbage. And I'm sure that has Vince written all over it.
Oh, yeah.
If it was Paul Heyman would never do such a thing.
No, it would have been Eric Bischoff, but...
Even then, Eric Bischoff wouldn't even have done this.
No.
Vince is the only one that has done this family stuff that I've seen. The whole family thing. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't get it. So I completely hate everything they've done.
So then, the last match for SmackDown, you had the Revival and Orton.
Actually, it was supposed to be the Revival versus New Day, Biggie, and Xavier Woods. Then it miraculously, magically turned into a 6-man tag team match.
Because Randy Orton taunted Kofi. So, let's see. At the end of the day, the Revival and Orton won.
They won. It was actually a pretty good match. It was good. The ending to it. I don't agree with people right now. Saying that this was tame for a main event. I mean, I guess I do in the certain that
it was a tame main event.
Yeah, people are saying it was very tame compared to what happened at the end of SummerSlam after the attack.
Yeah, that's true. Randy's very methodical.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably just waiting for that right moment.
Yeah, I mean,
to get back.
At this point, I don't know and I don't care.
And he's probably trying to get everybody injured because the Revival took advantage of an injury that Wood suffered through the match. So maybe Randy is trying to just take them out systematically.
I don't know.
So that way he has an opportunity truly at Kofi.
I'm just really not interested anymore in this feud. I'm really not, dude. Like, it's... well, what happened at SummerSlam was like...
It was disappointing.
It was very disappointing. That was the last match of the night, and it was just... They ended it like that. How do you...
Everybody in that ring was so upset.
This match right here, Revival and Orton versus New Day, I think it was just set up.
Oh yeah,
just set up. They're gonna give Randy another group of lackeys, wannabe legacy, from out of the Revival, which I'm not
RKO.
Rated RKO was Edge and Randy.
Edge and Randy.
Yeah. They were a good tag team.
Back in the day.
I gotta watch a couple of those episodes. Just cause I really like wrestling like that.
You know who came back? Sorry to cut you off.
Who?
SummerSlam. Edge.
Oh yeah, where he speared. Who did he spear?
He speared Elias.
Elias
is playing his music during the kickoff show, and he's saying bad things about Toronto, and Edge's music hits, and I was like, is that seriously Edge, or is that like Dolph Ziggler who comes out as different people so they play their music? So no, it was Edge, and Edge speared Elias. It was so good.
So SmackDown is done and over with.
Yeah, what did you think? How many crowns?
How many crispy crowns?
Crispy crowns.
I'll give it. This whole SmackDown was just really bad.
2
out of 5.
Yeah, I agree. 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. SmackDown was.
SmackDown
let's talk about
garbage.
G1 Climax. I think this was the final day. G1 Climax.
Okay. I didn't see it.
You remember Hideo Itami?
Yes.
Well, he's not Hideo Itami anymore because he's not in WWE anymore.
Right.
He's with New Japan.
Oh.
And he's going back. He's going by his original name. I believe it's his original name. I believe so. Kenta.
Okay.
So he was in a. I believe he was in a. I think this was a 6-man tag between Bullet Club members. It was Balak Fale and GOD, Gorillas of Destiny, versus Kenta. It was Kenta, Ishii, and oh man, I keep forgetting who the other guy is. But they're guys from Chaos, I believe, is Chaos. But
let's see here.
But that was the match.
Kota Ibushi versus Kenta.
What?
That was day 1.
Why are you looking? Yeah,
I don't know why I'm looking at July 6th.
This thing is over. It's done.
Oh, it was?
It's done. If it finished.
So what day was it? When was it?
If you want to do, just scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down. Well, not all the way down until you get to the last one.
Oh my goodness. John Moxley. Oh, Juice Robinson. That would...
No, this just so the last one. Yeah, the last one was on Monday. What you're seeing is just the. Yeah, what you're seeing right now is was the tournament for the G1 climax. I'm talking about the stuff that happened in between these things. So what happened was it was a. By the way, Kota Ibushi won G1 climax, so he has a shot at the title, at the IWGP Heavyweight title. Who is the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. He's right there. So they're gonna do that at, I think it was Wrestle Kingdom, right? I think it's Wrestle Kingdom. So hopefully that's gonna be a good match. I know that for sure. But Kenta comes back with Shibata, whatever, during the G1 climax at the start of this thing, whatever. So they have like this thing. Kenta makes it through, but I think he got eliminated. I forgot what day he got eliminated, but so they're having this triple threat, not triple threat, this 6-man tag team match between Bullet Club and Chaos. And Kenta isn't part of Chaos. He was just wrestling them because he just came back, whatever. There's a whole storyline to all this, but I can't remember. But in the middle of the match, Kenta betrays his teammates, joins Bullet Club.
What?
Kenta joins Bullet Club. But before he joins Bullet Club, though, in the ring, there's this part, because I saw this and it was great. It was like a recap video. Basically when Kenta and Bullet Club are messing up the guys from Chaos. They're jacking them up in the ring. Shibata comes down the ring, whatever, just fends everybody off, gets everybody off. Then he throws Kenta into the corner, whatever, and then fights everybody else off again. Goes into the other corner of the turnbuckle, whatever, runs and just hits Kenta square in the face with his boot. What? It was a drop kick. It was a drop kick from one end to the other end of the of the ring, and I'm just like, holy crap! He looked like he actually hit him in the face.
Damn, I didn't see this.
But after that, he got jumped by the rest of Bullet Club. Shibata got jumped by the rest of Bullet Club, and Kenta hit the go to sleep. I think he hit the go to sleep on him. I don't know. Either it was on Ishii that he hit it on, but I just remember it was just a lot that was going on, and I was just blown out of my mind. I was like, Kenta, I'm like, dude, this dude just joined Bullet Club and took a kick to the face.
I gotta watch that.
So it was good. It was good. I really gotta watch all of G1. So when I have time, I'm gonna sit down and watch all of this G1.
Seconded.
Get ready for. I think it's Super Junior. I think it's the Super Junior.
Oh, where they have it at the Garden?
No. The Super Junior stuff league is basically like how 205 Live is.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's basically a tournament because in Japan, because New Japan doesn't do regular TV shows. It's basically like pay-per-view that lasts a whole month, and then they go to the next pay-per-view. It's kind of like that.
Kind of like what? Oh, not
really. So just think of it as televised pay-per-views. Just big old pay-per-views that last a whole month. And that's it. But the best. I think this is the best of the Super Junior League, or this is something else for the Super Juniors. I don't know what it is. I have to look at the thing at the schedule again. But it's basically just a thing for the Super Juniors to shine in and to give. You know how you have your heavyweight, your junior heavyweights, pretty much your cruiserweights. Yeah. It's pretty much their block to shine.
Gotcha.
And to have a number one contender for the
championship
for IWGP Junior Heavyweight.
Gotcha.
Championship. So
cool.
It's gonna be interesting. So I have to find the time to watch all of G1. It shouldn't take long. Probably just cut through all the fat. get to the important parts.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of story building in every single show, so like missing even one show is kind of like so.
Yeah.
So
alrighty. You got anything else you want to fill in?
What games are you playing?
Right now I'm playing Magic the Gathering Arena.
Okay. Everybody's doing that.
I'm playing my white black. I'm 3rd level gold tier right now.
I'm no tier. Just play casual.
And then I've been setting up some characters on XCOM 2.
So you're still playing XCOM?
I'm doing character creations right now, so that way I can start streaming it. So like the first 5 episodes will be recorded. The 6th one will be actual live.
You need to play some different games.
I do.
You need to play some games.
I have
some real games.
Let's see. I'm
I know people probably kill me for saying that XCOM isn't a real game.
He doesn't like the turn-based strategy type of game.
I play turn-based strategy games. I just don't like XCOM.
Why?
I just don't like XCOM. I don't think it's that good.
So I'm also finishing Odyssey.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not touching Odyssey. I just said forget it.
What about you? What are you playing?
I'm still playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Oninaki is coming out actually next week. Oninaki for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So from the guys who made I Am Setsuna.
Okay.
So that's gonna be fun, but that's gonna be on my backlog until I finish that. Until I finish.
I've been also watching
Fire Emblem.
I've been also watching anime.
Watching anime?
Yeah.
I haven't been watching any anime.
So. Emily wanted to get back into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So we're going to start watching that again.
I'm already watching it.
We watched, we are getting into anime, which is like this new documentary on Netflix. We Are Anime. Something like that. I can't remember the name of it. But it really interested Emily.
We Are Anime?
Something like that. I can't remember what it was called.
Okay, I don't know.
But it's a documentary on how and why anime was created. And Emily was pretty interested in it.
I'm gonna quote someone real famous for saying this.
Okay.
Anime was a mistake.
Who said that?
Hayao Miyazaki of Ghibli fame.
Alright.
I think it was just anyway, yeah, no, I'm not watching any anime right now. Nothing new, or that I'm even interested in watching right now. So,
but you're watching Brotherhood?
Yeah, on and off.
How many times is that?
I lost count. I don't know, but we need to get you into some different video games, man.
Listen, I've got 60 different video games on my Xbox, and I've got 30 different computer games. So
no, we need to get you to play some games, like some old games, like Shin Megami Tensei, some real good RPGs, man. Some Super Mario, some Mario, some Sonic.
I love Sonic
stuff, man.
I love Sonic. I love Mario.
Some old stuff.
Stuff that you haven't even heard of. Let's ask this question. What was your very first video game you played?
My very first?
Very first.
Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Mine was Jurassic Park on the Sega Genesis.
Ooh.
That was my very first one. And I remember it. I brought it, I just said it, and visions of that game already came into my head.
No, my very first video game was... No, it wasn't Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time came out on the Nintendo 64, and the Nintendo 64 came out in
With 64?
Yeah,
96, 98.
No, my first. No. Okay.
96?
My first video game I ever played in my life. That I first that I was able to comprehend and to get was Final Fantasy VII in '97.
That was your first game?
Final Fantasy VII was my first game. I remember because I didn't have a memory card for my PlayStation. So whenever I had to go and play it, I had to leave it on.
That's dangerous.
And it was very dangerous. Somebody turned it off on me before. I was mad. Until they bought me a memory card.
Yeah, I played that. I mean, from my Sega Genesis, I had Sonic. I had...
I didn't get a Sega Genesis until after I was... Like, I had to go back and get some of the old systems myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, or whatever you want to call it. Sega Saturn, I never owned... Wait, no, it's not... I never owned the Saturn. I think that's the disc-based one. Yeah, Saturn's a disc-based one.
Mm-hmm.
I never owned it, but I have a cousin who did at the time. So when I was living with them, it was a lot easier to play those games.
Mm-hmm.
So I played a lot of games on the Sega Genesis. Played a game a lot on the Sega Genesis, a lot on the Saturn when I had a chance. I went back. I actually did have on the Super Nintendo. It was right after I got... It was like in 98, 99. I got a Super Nintendo.
I also got back my my Game Boy from Craig. So I'm playing Game Boy Fire. I'm playing Pokemon Fire Red for the second time.
Well, I got an assignment
for the second time this year.
So I think I'm just gonna assign you a game.
If you win.
No. This is aside from that. Just like, cause right now I'm currently playing through a bunch of Shin Megami Tensei games on PlayStation 2. The first one I'm going through right now while I'm playing Fire Emblem is
on PlayStation 4, right?
No.
How are you playing it on your PC?
Don't worry about that. Yeah, I'm playing it on PC, but I have a copy of the game, so it's not a big deal. Digital Devil Saga. Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. RPGs, probably one of the best, two of the best RPGs I've ever played. Because
I love RPGs, so I will give that a go.
But they get like the reason I really like these games is because they're a little bit harder. You know, it's a little bit challenging, a lot of the stuff that goes on. So like if you're not actually grinding out whatever, or you're like a couple levels behind, it'll really show.
Okay.
So like it's like I think I put in 120 hours on Digital Devil Saga 2. It's a direct sequel to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. Then you have Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, another good RPG. It's kind of like a Pokemon kind of thing. Very different though from Pokemon, but it's like it still has that like kind of like catch 'em all kind of feel to it. But it works for the story. Then there's the Persona series.
Yeah, I haven't played those.
Woo! I would definitely skip 1 and 2 for now. Only because those two don't really have the best gameplay out of all the entire series.
Yeah, we talked about this when we went to CEO.
Yeah. I
wanted to get into it.
Yeah, there's just a lot of games I have that you can probably play. But one of my favorite Shin Megami Tensei games is Devil Summoner. Raito Kuzunoha. Devil Summoner, Raito Kuzunoha 1 and 2 and 3. Is there 3? I think there's a 3. Yeah, there's 3.
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't
if I remember, because I don't think I've ever played 3. If there's even a hold on, let me look it up, just so I can be right. I don't want to give
wrong information.
Yeah, wrong information, and then
I'm excited for. We've already addressed this, but this new Star Wars game coming out.
You go ahead and give your money to.
I love Star Wars.
I love Star Wars too, but I'm not giving money to EA. EA can suck dick.
Yeah, I know. EA sucks, but, yeah, I'm excited to play that because I love Knights of the Old Republic. I've played that a ton. I've played that game so many times, especially the second one, so many times. So I'm hoping. I know it's not going to be similar, but I'm hoping it's similar.
What the hell? Yeah, no.
Only 1 and 2. However many
only
games
1 and
there
2.
are.
No, just
1 and 2.
Yeah, no, that's it. So only just 2.
We do have a few new comics coming out too.
Comics?
Yeah, we have. Let me get it. This is new. It just came out. Carnage.
Absolute Carnage.
Absolute Carnage. This is actually book number 1 and 2, and then they're coming out with number 3 next month.
I've actually been reading House of X and Powers of X. If you're a big X-Men fan, it's like the only books you need to be reading right now.
They're actually coming out with a new one in October.
They're coming out with a bunch of new ones.
Yeah.
After House of X and Powers of X finishes, they're going to be releasing a whole new block of X-Men comic books. So, I'm not going to spoil anything. Just know that if you're a big X-Men fan, you need to be reading House of X and Powers of X.
I don't have an addiction. I just have 308 comics.
I don't.
I know. Then in September, J.J. Abrams, the director.
I don't care for that.
Okay. J.J. Abrams, the director of, what did he direct? He directed Star Trek. He did do Star Wars Episode 7. Mm-hmm. So he is making...
And a bunch of other movies with a bunch of lens flares.
He is making a comic book with his son for a Spider-Man comic.
Yeah, they're just co-writing it. Other than that, if it's any good, I'll read it. But I'm really not. Don't care.
I'm excited
about them. About that specific writing team.
I don't like reading, but I'll read comics for hours.
But yeah. So all my Final Fantasy 7 peeps, or just Final Fantasy in general, we already know what's going on with Remake. There's been huge drop of news for this game, and it's upsetting me.
Uh-oh. That's not good. What happened?
So it was brought to my attention that they're not gonna release a public demo.
What? Why?
And I'm just... I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody just told me that, no, they already said they're not gonna release, they're not gonna release a demo until literally the demo that we will get is the full game. So we're just gonna have to wait until March 3rd.
So I have to wait till then to get a PlayStation. Got it.
You should already have a PlayStation. I don't know.
I have an Xbox.
No, nobody plays Xbox.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. I have an Xbox and a PC. Is the Final Fantasy coming out for PC?
Nope. PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Fudge. Oh, I gotta get it.
There's rumors about it coming to PC and stuff like that, but we are going to leave it there for the time being. Like we said earlier,
next week it's gonna be a new setup, a different setup.
Next week we're gonna aim to have a different setup to all this, where it's more just focused on
news,
rumors, what's going on, what's been debunked, what hasn't been debunked, what's good in video games,
what's happening
in the video game industry, which isn't really much right now. It's just EA still trying to get away with loot crates, or not loot crates. Yeah, loot crates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, loot crates, and they're still trying to get away with that. But smart people know to stay away from them.
Mm-hmm. Guys, show some love. Twitch, Figure4Arcade. Twitter, Figure4A. Instagram, Figure4Arcade. Show some love with the merch. Link in the description below. We'll see you next week.
Bye.